Good evening, everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. My name is Calvin Caesar, Emata II, and I am here to teach you about the tree diagram about the probability. So, the tree diagram is basically just part of the tree. The probability, and you can say it's also part of the probability. So, but it's not the main thing about the probability. It's just a part of it. So, take a notebook or prepare a notebook and a ball pen just in case you want to take down notes. And if you're ready, let's start. So the problem is, a coin is flipped twice. And what is the probability of getting two heads? We're gonna find the exact probability of getting two heads. So feel free to pause the video if you want to solve it. So get a coin to use it as an example. So for the first flip, we'd have to show the different outcomes of each flip and draw it out. Put the word flip 1 and you draw two branches. Since if I were to show it here, it would look weird. I don't know why. But basically, yeah. Draw flip 1 and then draw two branches. On the right side, you draw tail, and the left side, you draw heads. And basically, you have two branches now: tails and heads. And for the tails, on the lower left of tails, you put head, and then on the lower right of tails, you put tail. And on the left side, it will be heads, right? So put on the lower left side of head as head and the lower right side of head as tail. It's basically like that. Now to know the probability of getting two heads, you'd have to pair up both of them. The heads and tails. So heads, the probability of heads is 1/4, which since heads is 1/2. And then for the tails, you'd have to pair up heads and tails, so that would become also 1/4. So forth and so on. They're also all 1/4. So at the end, you'd find out that heads is 1/4, and the probability of getting two heads is 1/4. Now that's basically all. This was just a short tutorial on about the tree diagram. And if you didn't understand what I just said, maybe you can just search more about it.
Good day, everyone. Today I'll be teaching you about sample space and probability. What is sample space? Well, in probability theory, the sample space of an experiment or random trial is the set of all possible outcomes or results of that experiment. A sample space is usually denoted using set notation, and the possible ordered outcomes or sample points are listed as elements in the set. In probability theory, the sample space, denoted as S, is the set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. It represents all the different results that could occur when conducting a probability experiment. First example is tossing two coins. The problem is, a fair coin is tossed twice. Find the sample space and the probability of getting at least one head. First is each coin has two possible outcomes, which is heads and tails. Since two coins are tossed, we list all possible outcomes. First, you add the S, which stands for sample space, equals before you put on the possible outcomes, you first put on the braces first, or brackets in short. S equals braces, then heads, two heads, one head, one tails, one head, and two tails. Then close the outcomes with another bracket. So the total number of possible outcomes is 4. So I guess that is all about it. If you want to know more about probability, sample space, and tree diagram, you can always search it up on Google or YouTube. that is all. Goodbye.